Well, it's getting towards the end of 2024, so it's that time where we at Clued In choose what we think are the top 10 predictions for master data management and data quality in 2025. Let's start with the obvious one, AI agentic frameworks, in that these will be used for the predominant amount of data quality and master data management generic work. Finding data quality issues, finding anomalies, being able to suggest what fixes are in data quality. This will all essentially be fast-tracked and accelerated by the use of AI agents being able to do the grunt work and then provide essentially data stewards and business users with what it's found to end up being the final people that are going to put that rubber stamp in inputting that change into the data management practices. Let's move on to number 2. Federation is king. We think in 2025 this will be the year where essentially the work involved in fixing data quality, data governance, and master data management style issues will be farmed off to individuals where they're working. This could be within their communication channels, within service desk tickets, etc. But really this is just about being able to federate the responsibility of data quality out into the lines of business. Let's go with the number 3. Ecosystems are king. If you can imagine all the plethora of different software vendors that are out there solving different challenges across security, across privacy, across data management, it's an abundance. It's somewhat overwhelming. So the key for 2025 will be in vendors' ability to be able to fit into existing technology stacks. Number 4, co-pilots that work. Now, if you're like me, I'm a big, heavy user of Copilot, and I would argue they're a little bit hit and miss. Sometimes they do exactly what I want, and it's amazing. I think 2025 will be the year where we actually put proper usability and UX around Copilots. They look sometimes great in demonstrations. 2025 will be the year where we tighten up the screws around the use of Copilots in the master data management and data quality space. Let's move on to number 5. Data products will proliferate more and more, and in fact they will be the input source and the output source of master data management initiatives. When we think about the kind of rise of data products, it's all about being able to put really important data in front of people so they can start to generate insights. Make it really discoverable, but by the time we discover it, we can pick it up and already start working with it, i.e. it's ready for insight. Let's go with number 6. MDM will essentially evolve into something that reverses the way that we work with MDM systems today, in that they'll be much more proactive. Instead of being able to kind of react to things that we need to do, we've stumbled across a data quality issue, we need to figure out what the fix is, we need to implement it, we need to roll it out. You'll find MDM and data quality systems will be much more proactive in being able to find the issues, surface them to you, and in some ways even automate the process of fixing them. Let's go with number 7. Don't make me work, don't make me integrate. Vendors will need to work really hard in 2025 to make sure they literally plug and play into the kind of generic compute and analytics and data management engines that most companies have kind of solidified themselves to. Whether this is something like Microsoft Fabric or Snowflake or Databricks as these general compute engines, don't make me be that chief integration officer. Make sure you can pretty much just switch on and sit over the top of this existing infrastructure. Number 8, don't make me think. Just do the things that you're supposed to do. More and more MDM and data quality systems will be something we just turn on and expect it to find the data quality issues, find how to integrate and consolidate, find how to put the business rules in place, and actually understands all of the regulations that I need to be, don't make me set those things up. Be the vendor that actually knows all of those industry specific elements and give me fast track templates and accelerators to implement them. Number 9, focus on business user empowerment. In 2025, we think this is the year of the business user and their ability to kind of play their role in the supply chain of data in a what's historically been a little bit of a heavily IT and engineering dominated space, i.e. data. We think in 2025, those business users, those data stewards that live in the lines of business are going to be much more involved. And we need to make sure technology actually, meets them where they are. We don't need them to be technical, write code, write SQL, write Python, but we need them to provide them with tooling that allows them to still instill their business knowledge into that data. And number 10, centralized compute. What a interesting industry we live in, where we oscillate in between centralized, federation, and decentralized. In 2025, we think that this is going to be centralized compute, where vendors need to integrate and run their compute on generic compute engines. At this point, most companies have made their bet on, what hyperscaler they're going after. Some are going after multiple. Some have chosen Databricks, Fabric, Snowflake, just to name a few. More and more other vendors like MDM and data quality vendors will need to be able to push their processing and compute to these generic processing engines. All under one invoice, all under one banner, all under one compute engine. So that's our top 10 predictions for 2025.